A man kills his own wife and daughter and then tells Batman it is his fault. To understand why, you have to start about 30 hours earlier, with the Joker robbing a charity ball and killing 27 people. Batman brings him down in a day and a half. What bothers Bruce is that he is getting used to it, the pain and the death. One loose end is left, the getaway driver, a small-time man called Buster Snibs, who has run off with £400,000 of charity money. Bruce had leaned on him the night before to find out where the Joker was. Driving out to find him, he admits something to himself, that in 3 years he has not measurably changed this city, and that the only thing he may be able to change is himself. He asks himself outright whether the whole thing is realistic, whether it is sane. He finds Snibs stopped in the middle of a bridge, climbing the parapet. He assumes the money is up there. It is not. The man is going to jump. Batman fires a line with nothing to anchor it to, and they both slam into the side of the bridge. He hauls him back over. Snibs is not grateful, he is furious. Batman tells him the Joker is locked up and he is safe now. And Snibs laughs at him. Word had already reached him that the Joker knew he had informed and would be visiting his family to say thank you. He could not stand the thought of his wife and his daughter in that man's hands, so he killed them himself. He tells Batman he will see him in hell and shoots himself. Bruce drives away at 150 miles an hour. In the cave, he speaks to the photographs of his parents. He tells them about a man called Buster Snibs who had a wife and a child. By the time he finishes, he is sobbing, and they stay exactly as they are. Every other time, that room and their memory have carried him. This time, they do not. He says out loud that he cannot do it anymore, and feels the thing let go of him. For the first time in 20 years, Bruce Wayne is at peace. It lasts about 20 seconds. Then, something on the monitor calls him a fool and tells him he does not know what pain is. And Batman is standing in the cave with him, not a memory, not a costume on a stand, a separate person, and much larger than a person. Bruce assumes it is a trick, the scarecrow, or blood loss, or too much introspection. The thing tells him reality is not the issue. What matters is that it will not be dismissed, because it is not a costume he can take off, it is the heart of him. It says they met on the Christmas morning he was given a Zorro costume. It describes that morning in detail, his mother's pearls, the light, his parents. It was there at dinner when the phone rang and his father was called out to a patient. It was there when Thomas Wayne asked an 8-year-old to come along and navigate because the roads were bad. It watched the patient die anyway, with his father unable to stop it. And it was in the car afterwards when Bruce asked whether he and his mother were going to die too. His father told him, yes, everybody does, but not for a very long time, and promised. The thing says that when his mother closed his bedroom door that night, he was not alone. It was already there, nameless, and it could feel him. And then, in one instant, it exploded inside a child's chest. From that night on, it says, they were constant companions. It drove him to find a reason, and when there was none, to invent one. Every journey, every year of training, the whole hunt for knowledge, it was there, pushing. And the reason he can never be rid of it is its actual name. He calls it Batman. Its name is fear. It reminds him what they did with that. They took the rage and the fear and shared it out among people who deserved it. For a while it worked perfectly. Criminals were frightened and the city was safer. Then, it says, his vanity started answering to celebrity. A signal in the sky, a commissioner, an audience. And it makes clear it is not talking about Gordon, it is talking about putting a boy in a costume. Bruce refuses to discuss that at all. So it moves to its real argument. The war did not just reduce crime, it attracted a different kind of criminal. Power-mad geniuses, flamboyant opportunists, sadistic madmen. And one of them kills more than all the others together for his own entertainment. It reminds him where that man came from. A chemical plant, a red hood, and a fall. Batman did not prevent. They were busy with the rest of the gang, and they left him to it, and set something far worse loose on the city. So, it argues, every death since belongs to them. And there is only one solution. Bruce says they are not killers, and that he will not have blood on his hands. So it shows him blood. It buries him under the skulls of everyone the Joker has killed, and asks whether they are simply the price of his own cowardly morality. Bruce answers that everybody lives in harm's way and that what matters is what you do with it. The Joker chose madness. He did not. So the Thing offers him an arrangement instead and says it got the idea from an old friend of his. Harvey Dent, who had everything and whose condition means nothing, Two-Face does, can be laid at his door. The offer is a split. Bruce Wayne lives a life, and when Batman is needed, he steps aside and lets it deal with the devil in kind. Bruce recognizes it for what it is, choosing to become two people on purpose. He says it was his own will that shaped this thing, and that he pointed its fury to purpose. That left alone, it would be monstrous, and the answer is no. So he stops arguing and hands him a gun. He knows exactly which gun it is. One bullet, it says, and it is gone completely. A new life, no fear, and none of the weight. Bruce raises it, and he cannot, because pointing it at that thing is pointing it at himself. He asks, out loud, whether this is really his life. The answer he gets is yes, that they lost any chance of a normal life a long time ago and cannot change it. That all they can do now is protect other people and give them the chance at the happiness the two of them will never have. Bruce says the truth hurts, and is told that the truth also sets you free. So they settle it. There is a line neither of them crosses, no killing, because it is the only difference between them and the people they hunt. And in return, Bruce accepts something about the thing he built. It frightens the underworld, but to everyone else in that city, it is a symbol of hope. If Batman can live with that, Bruce Wayne can live with the responsibility. Agreed. Then it is gone, and he is alone in the cave. And almost immediately, the Joker takes a room full of people hostage, and Gordon needs him. He tells the commissioner something did happen tonight, but that he came away from it in one piece. Then he looks at a photograph of his parents and goes to work. Which is the whole point of the book. He does not beat the thing living in him, and he does not get rid of it. He negotiates with it and gets one rule out of it.